Greetings and welcome to Rise of the Tomb Raider. Oh, I'm looking forward to jumping back into this game. This was my favourite of the trilogy. Oh, Disgraced up in the... mysterious suicides in... Oh, I thought that's in YouTube. Well, Rex found off the coast of Yamatai. University shooting leaves 8 dead, 10 wounded. Well, she's got some really cheery reading material. Yes, so we'll come back to this apartment once we're actually seeing it in the game, but, Let's get started. Oh, actually, we're getting a better look at the apartment here. I always had this feeling that it doesn't look like something you'd find in... Well, I mean, I've been in London once, and I was about 8 at the time, so I wasn't really paying much attention to the architecture. But it does look more like something that you would see in the east coast of America, like a sort of... like when you get a TV show set in New York City. This feels like more like what it looks like, I feel. But anyway... How does one... Because I know from my experience with the first game I need 2 save files. Well, we'll go there for now, and I will figure out what to do. Yeah, let's just stick with defaults. Oh, I should have paid attention to the map. Had a rush on it, because we go to...
What makes someone reach beyond the boundaries of human experience? To face the unknown. As children, we question the world around us. We learn, we accept.
We do? I mean, I was mostly just focused on watching Star Trek, but okay.
But some do not. The explorers, the seekers of truth. It is these pioneers who define the future of mankind.
The others, they're done.
No very echoey voice.
The lost city's up there, somewhere.
That's gonna be a hell of a climb.
I'm not turning back.
I know.
You should stay here with them.
Not a chance.
I feel like they shouldn't have so much of their face exposed. Now, we do have the new Lara face in this one that's we see in Rise and Shadow, which is very different from Tomb Raider open brackets 2013 close brackets. I personally prefer this Lara, although I did find myself becoming more attached to 2013 Lara. Although her face is... I found her facial expressions in that a wee bit rubbery. I was always under the impression that... Oh, I've got that in my wallpaper folder, that shot right there. Right. I was always under the impression that Camilla Luddington didn't do the motion capture in the first game, but she actually did. But the facial expressions in the first of the trilogy are, I found quite rubbery in comparison to these 2 games. So maybe changing her facial appearance to something more similar to Camilla Luddington helped to improve the motion capture on the face.
Hey, even if we don't find anything up here, your dad would be proud.
I know, but I have a good feeling about this.
God, you actually do get the impression it's absolutely freezing. Oh.
Shit!
Careful, Lara.
Lost my footing. I'm fine.
Oh yes, and we've got the 2 climbing axes and
Lara, are you all right?
Jonah! I'm here!
I'll climb down there. And
Jonah!
No! It's too dangerous! I can climb back up!
Are you sure?
Just stay put!
Oh yeah, wall climbing. I did do a little supercut of all the times in the first game that Lara went, Sam! I should have recorded all the time she went, Jonah! And just made a supercut of all 3 games. That was basically half of Camilla Luddington's lines, wasn't it? Jonah! Oops. Forgot which button to press, but you know, these games are very forgiving.
Okay, now grab my hand. Gotcha.
Now I do remember one of the issues I had
Are you okay?
with the first section of this game is it's very stop and start. You know, like you're playing a bit of it and then you're watching a cutscene and then you're playing a bit of it and then you're watching a cutscene. I find the transitions from cutscenes into gameplay are fine, but yeah, transitions from gameplay into cutscenes is still something that game developers have to work on, because it often feels quite jarring, you know, like you're playing the game and then suddenly you're watching the game.
If the weather turns, we can hole up in this cave.
Oh
Do you
god,
really
so
think
much
we'll find
walking.
the lost city?
I know this is a long shot, but that old tracker said he saw ruins up in these mountains.
Somebody suggested to me with the previous game that actually all these walkings are the game, you know, like loading the next area underneath, but god, there must be a lot of loads, sort of invisible load screens in these games, because Lara walks a lot.
This might be the
Although, can I just say I do enjoy the use of the flare. It's very Tomb Raider 2.
I just hope Trinity hasn't beaten us to it.
Ah,
storm's getting
Trinity.
closer. We have a couple hours at most.
Should be enough time. We're almost to the top.
Although, I mean, for all of my complaining, I suppose you would be walking through thick snow like that. You'd hardly be, you know, like running a marathon.
What do you think?
We're close to something, Jonah. I can feel it. Just this last stretch to the top.
All right, let's see what's up there. Feels pretty solid here, but keep close to the wall.
Okay. Looks like we climb from here.
Keep your eyes open for falling ice.
Right. You ready?
Let's do it.
So one thing I do have an issue with modern games, it's not just Tomb Raider, it's modern games in general, is this idea that people go... So,
Slow and steady. Just
in a game in 1996, you'd get injured and then you'd take a medipack,
oh shit.
and your health bar would be restored, and that would be fine. Whereas as games have gotten more realistic, they've abandoned things like that because that seems unrealistic. And yet, if you think about the injuries that characters in games suffer right now, I mean, Lara's about to get absolutely walloped, and it does seem like the kind of thing that would put somebody in a hospital.
No, no, no. Jonah, hold on.
Shit! I'm going to dig in. Can you make it across?
I can make it.
Whoa! Holy shit! I don't think I can make that jump.
Stay there. I'll anchor a line for you at the top.
All right, I'll give you some slack. Almost there, Lara.
It is quite nice though, like with all the Oh, I've just realised we're not doing any affirmations yet, but Jonah's doing them for us. Or words of... Well, actually, I suppose in this kind of a situation, maybe giving each other words of encouragement is quite typical.
Jonah, we made it. I see the ruins. Oh God.
Lara!
Yeah, so here we go. Like, that wouldn't break bones and, like, maybe give her a concussion.
Lara! Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull you back up. Oh, fuck!
There. Over there. Quick. Swing me to the other side.
Okay, here goes.
Yes, thank you, game. I'm trying. Oh, could we fall if we don't... Oh well, so much for that.
Lara! I can't hold you! The rope is slipping!
Oh, can we actually die here?
Climb! Climb!
Yeah, I know nothing about climbing, but I do think the two climbing axes do look a lot better. Ah, okay. Yeah, this is the bit I remember being very stop and start. Up you get. Yeah, see. Gameplay, then cutscene, back to gameplay. Lara, a bit faster, please. Sort of, well, the camera moving, not cutscene exactly. And we're not really in control of this bit here. Oh, or this, really. Okay, great. Oh. Oh, damn it. Oh, right, okay. Very forgiving, this game. Lara, you should be dead. Is this where we do the flashback? Or is it once you... Yes. Shadow did that as well. It seems to be a growing thing, and... Yeah, this does not feel like London to me. Well, actually, all the rubbish bins knocked over feels like London, but... Yeah, and that does not... That feels like something you'd see in an American, like, sort of New York City-based TV programme. Good God, Lara, your handwriting is bigger than mine. Oh God, he's a jolly type. Oh, is it Horus or is it Osiris? I watched a documentary about Egyptian archaeologists recently on Netflix, and I was watching so many of it, going, "Oh, Tomb Raider 4, Tomb Raider 4," like just constantly. I'm stunned by how much they got, like, did proper research for that game, because that's not typical of the 90s.
I may have found the next piece to the puzzle, but
probably should have been listening to Daddy here. Connect the dots, Lara.
Following me, watching my every step.
The Croft
I know them by
Estates.
name now. Trinity. An ancient, violent sect with designs on controlling the future of humanity. I must proceed carefully.
Oh, and there's the picture with Sam. Oh, and there's the endurance crew.
To Lara or Anna, I could never forgive myself.
Do you know what? I feel like Lara Croft's the kind of person that if she saw a shoddy paint job on a door, she'd get some paint out and, like, maybe some sand it down and, you know, like... She strikes me as that kind of person that does a bit of home repairs. Need to go on to the council about the state of that window frame, I think. Like, this is a council apartment. You notice the way people are still using tapes in games, even though that's antiquated techno. I'm waiting for it to have a resurgence, actually, but you know, like when you have collectibles.
Anna! Oh God, I'm so sorry. What are you doing here?
I saw the gutter press was attacking you again. I thought you could use some company.
No lies.
God, it's all gone a bit Prince Harry. Don't read your own bad press.
Of course not. What's going on?
I think I found the tomb.
Oh, you can't be serious.
The myth of the prophet is real. Dad was right.
Lara, your father was unwell.
No, he was close to a great discovery, tangible evidence of the immortal soul.
I loved Richard. I would have married him if he'd asked. But he was a broken man. I don't want to see you end up like him.
But Anna, he was right. It was everyone else who was wrong. The tomb's in Syria.
Syria? Oh God, Laura, no. This is madness. Get your life sorted. Go home to the man.
Yeah, it's not exactly much of a holiday destination right now, is it?
The suppression ruined your father.
I saw something. I can't.
You see, you can see the difference between 2013 and this game with the motion capture and with Lara's face. It feels more like you're looking at a person.
Nonsense. Don't go down this road. You know where it leads.
It's the only thing that makes sense to me now. I'm going to find the prophet's tomb, Anna.
I wonder if this shot here is a little reference to Tomb Raider 4, actually.
Hey.
Because it does remind me of that.
You better be sure about this.
He sounds... Well, I actually don't know what Syrians sound like, but he sounds like an
You're wasting your
American.
time. There's nothing out here.
Just keep driving, please.
It's your money.
Oh, helicopters in a game are never a good sign.
Something isn't right.
Oh, that's just local militia.
You told someone, didn't you?
They paid better than you.
Oh, you're so dead, dude. When you give up your principles for money, you're gonna die pretty soon. In a game or a film or whatever. There is not a vehicle that Lara Croft can't crash. In fairness, not wholly her fault in this particular instance. Great, so we're 2 minutes into our adventure in Syria. Oh, do I need to Oh no, that was scripted. Yeah, and we're covered in blood and dirt already. Oh, here, yes, I remember this. Northwest border of Syria. You can look into this town and see little explosions and that.
It has to be here.
Turn back and look at the... Mind you, I don't know if that... Oh, yes, there, you see those explosions, yes. Unfortunately, even by the time this game came out, bad stuff was happening in Syria, so... Yeah, that does seem to be reflected in the game itself. Oh, right, right, okay. What's that bird? Oh, Lara.
There was something in Dad's research about this.
It was said the prophet's tomb was
Yes.
hidden in the cliffs above one of the forgotten cities. Legend speaks of an oasis where the prophet was laid to rest.
Yes, the use of tapes. I mean, Lara's parents, her father died in the early 2000s. He'd been using tape. Or would he actually, for ease of recording? Because I remember this time when people were trying to push CD writing, and it was just kind of, it never really took off the way tape and videotape recording did. It was just much more of a... And digital recording wouldn't have really been a thing at that point. So actually, maybe it makes sense that it would still be tapes, but you get that a lot in games. That that it's still tapes.
Something's here.
Oh, I think that's, well, presumably that's her way of telling us to go up there, but there is a thingy here. But yeah, I mean, even in games now, like games that are set now, people are still recording all their thoughts onto tape, I suppose because it looks good.
A religious icon. Detailed and inlaid with gems. It looks Byzantine, perhaps 10th century. It fits with the legend of the prophet.
Huh. Right, in we go. Is there not a trap right here? Yeah, already you get a sense of just. I do like her glow sticks in this game actually. It just feels different than compared to the. I mean, the first one, even if you're playing especially if they're playing the 2015 remaster of it, it looks really good, but there's just a layer of something that feels more.
Prophet. This is it. Dad was right.
Yeah, there's just a sort of a bit more substance to this one, or just a. Oh, it's not even something I think I can articulate, but it's got a bit more life to it. Oh yeah, so there's this stuff here.
Okay, he's shown here performing healing miracles. Dad's notes mention this.
Right, so we've got the Muriel thingies, and then we've got these things where we learn language,
These
and
are the
then.
miracles of the prophet of Constantinople, unjustly murdered by order of Trinity.
Oh, and there's another one over here.
It's the prophet, speaking with a foreign army. He convinced them to lay down their weapons.
Huh. I wonder if this is particularly translate the monolith.
My Greek is still a little rusty, but it's pointing to something hidden nearby.
Oh, click for the map. Oh yes, so we have these things, and then we have like sort
I'll
of.
mark down the locations.
Wait a minute. Where? Ah, right. Okay. And that'll lead us to treasures and all sorts of other stuff, just to add a bit more substance. Do you know, it does kind of work for me. It's fine. It's something that you can opt into to get extra stuff if you want.
He led his followers through the desert to the oasis.
Okay, I wonder if this is. I should have checked actually whether all this is based on like sort of real stuff or whether they've invented it specifically for the game.
A secret entrance.
Right, get through there. Ah, that's not too shabby, is it?
It's amazing. If only Dad could have seen this.
And it went to the Prophet's tomb. Right, up this way, if I'm remembering correctly. R3 object. Oh yeah, the thingy. Yeah. Okay. I know where I'm going. Oh, we get attacked, don't we? How do I go faster? I'm forgetting. Oh, that damn helicopter again.
No, they're already here. Got to get inside.
Oh dear. Lara, must you break everything you touch? Ah, well, we all know. Oh, there's that old wind coming, causing some problems. mind you, I was complaining about the whole like that hit that she took in the cliff face should have put her in hospital. But I mean, let's face it, she should have been hospitalised as soon as she landed on that spike in the first
The Order
game.
of Trinity pursued the Prophet and his people relentlessly until finally confronting them in their hidden oasis.
Oh, scorpions again.
A way through. Damn it.
It's never a good sign when the light goes out. Oh. They've got their wee princer. It's called a princer? That's all like poisonous, I think. This isn't bothering me. If it was spiders that she was crawling through to get out of here, I mean, I would be losing my mind like that. I couldn't deal with that at all.
There was a battle here. Armed soldiers against religious pilgrims. The Order of Trinity.
Alright, well, now that we're actually in the Prophet's tomb, this is a good place to stop. And in the next video we will go exploring, and I'm sure nothing bad will happen.
What? You... No. You're with them!